Hey Saber Forum, Nero here. Just doing a quick video review on my new Dark Prophecy V3. Um, and also I'll throw in a little bit about the new Monarch that I received from the Ultrasabers raffle. It's nickel plated with a Guardian Blue blade. It's very, very cool. But back to the Dark Prophecy. The backstory to this is that I wanted a Jason Solo Saber. It's basically my favorite character in the new Jedi Order series and beyond. And he goes through a whole arc ranging from Jedi hero to Sith Lord. And basically I wanted a saber that sort of reflected his time as a Jedi, you know, had a emerald green blade. The idea came from Darth Wraith, who was formerly on our forum quite a bit, but isn't so much now. And he had an idea that you could put a Lux V Cyan Bin 3 into a Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back hilt, and it would give you a nice Jason Solo saber based on the cover of Betrayal. If you look kind of closely, they have very Vader-esque hilt. That might have to do with the symbolic nature of him following his grandfather's path to the dark side, blah blah blah, whatever. Regardless, I kind of wanted the same sort of idea, so I ended up getting a Darth Vader ESB Force FX saber to get it converted. Found out it was rather bulky. Actually, I have it right here. Let's take a look at it. As you can see, it's fairly bulky. It's one of those, like the Force FX hilts, kind of unwieldy hilts. Lots of things to get in the way. Not too many good places to get a good grip. I mean, this isn't bad, but you know, it's not something I'd take with me into some kind of a dueling situation where it was life or death or whatever. But it's a nice hilt. It's just not an Ultra Saber. Anyway, I had my eye on the Dark Prophecy for a while. Artorias has a pretty nice Prophecy V2 that he uses as an offhand saber, and I quite like that one. It's very nice as a single-hander, and so I figured, you know what, maybe I should get a Dark Prophecy sometime. And this actually gave me a good opportunity to. I figure it's very reminiscent of a Darth Vader saber. I just figured it would work well. Anyway, I'll stop going on. I had a Lux V Cyan Bin 3 that I was just holding on to. I had acquired it and planned to use it in the Darth Vader ESB, but decided I wanted something a little more duel-worthy, a little better for my Makashi style, combat. And so I ended up with this. I contacted Emery, and he was happy to help me out. He told me to just send in the LED and order the saber, and they could have it built for me. So I ordered the saber, sent in the LED, and in a mind-boggling amount of time, he had it to me. I mean, this thing was shipped days later. I didn't even think the LED would come in time for that to happen. But those guys are wizards. I don't even know what they do. But anyway, I couldn't really be happier with the service or the product itself. This is my new go-to hilt. It's a great single-hander. It's a great color. I'll actually show you. And as usual, the video doesn't quite do it justice. Probably looks a bit more blue than it really is. It's really a good emerald shade of green. I mean, Sunrider's Destiny is a similar color. You could use that, but it's a bit more green and a bit more, I don't know, vivid than that. It's also got a green AV switch. I like that just because I like the AV switches, and really just because it provides a nice contrast to the sort of more blue-green blade, whereas this is more of a standard consular green. You probably can barely hear me over the obsidian sound, and this awesome pommel that's basically a hole, so you get a ton of sound coming out of it. It's just great. There we go. So yeah, really great hilt. I'll do some demo with it later, but that's pretty much all there is to say. It's just a great single-hander. These screws are a really nice touch. They're not great for someone who's an emitter grabber like me, but they're nice. They're definitely nice in terms of improving the look of the saber. And I haven't found haven't bothered to remove them yet, but I just like it. I really like the saber. It's great. And now that I've rambled about that, this is the Monarch that I won. I don't really need to do a full review on this. It's pretty straightforward. It's nickel-plated Monarch, Guardian Blue. Very, very nice. It's a very beautiful hilt. It's got a lot of really nice curves. This very unique emitter. I like it quite a lot. I like these ridges. It's very unique. That's what it is. It's no other sabers like it that I've seen. It's very it's a perfect name for it. They have a really good naming scheme. I mean, the Monarch, it looks like a regal saber. It's one of the reasons I was actually considering at one point getting it in violet amethyst. Purple being the color of royalty. It just, I don't know, seemed to fit in my mind. And I still might actually. The LED module's pretty accessible on this. It pops out. It has a good length of wire, so I might install a quick disconnect on it. Who knows? But for right now, Guardian Blue is fine with me. I always recommend it because it's just a great color. Very powerful, very bright. It doesn't look as bright here. It actually has a heavy grade blade that came with it. But it's still quite bright. Very, very nice color. Very, all around just solid. And the nickel plating is just it gives it such a, interesting look. It's totally different from all the other silver hilts in my collection. It just gives it that extra sense of, regal stature. I don't know. It's just, here, I'll get you an Aeon for comparison. That's what they look like next to each other. Nickel plated and non. I like the silver, I really do. But the nickel-plated has, perks of its own. It's definitely a very nice finish. It's nice if you're looking to get something a little different because you can see, you have the dark nickel-plated and silver. Provides a nice, different, unique type of saber as opposed to the regular silver, anodized, powder-coated, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know really what else I can say. Another solid saber from Ultrasabers. Just want to thank you guys, especially the folks at Ultrasabers, for offering the awesome raffle that resulted in my acquisition of this one. I really love it, and I can't complain. I got it for free, and they're awesome for providing that. I got two great sabers that I love, and I consider that a win. Alright, see you around, Saber Forum.